There we go. All right, we are up and running. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. We need to get the go live button going. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. Great to see you. All right, we are about to kick off the last segment of our marathon Stardew Valley Community Center stream. Let's get this up so I can see it. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Yark, is that new? All right, well, thank you, Yark, so much for the gifted memberships. If that is new, we've got Winnie the Milkman, ExtraLife, IDA, and Bonghole. Welcome to the membership program. We do appreciate everything that Yark does. A huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. Let's get that blue chicken going. All right, let's see. Yeti's working. Game is working. Let's see if my headphones hold out. All right, here we go. It is fall. Now, this section we might play a little bit differently. Really got the insect head. Congratulations on the insect head. One of my favorites. All right, let's get out here. So we have corn that is still up and running, which I don't think we took into account. All right, clear that, clear that, clear that. Okay. So, let's get that, let's get that. Let's go ahead and start getting everything set up here. That's our X. All right, so our number one priority today is going to be to get our crops going. So let's get an outline here so we know where things are supposed to be. There we go. All right, so we might have to change our math here a little bit in that I don't think I took into account the corn. So we can take out a little bit of our cranberries that we would have had. So we only need 9 plots of cranberries as opposed to 11. If I remember the math right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all this tilled up, ready to go. We'll fertilize it. Actually, we'll put the crops down first. So, because I'm going to put the best fertilizer on the highest yield crop, or the most expensive crop, which is probably going to be the pumpkins. The other ones make a lot of money, but they're regrowth. Well, amazing. I'm so happy that you guys are still hanging with us. It has been a long journey, but I can see the end. Getting more excited as we go. All right. Done and done. Now, unfortunately, we never got around to actually upgrading any of our tools or any of our hoe or our watering can. So we are going old school here, one block at a time, which is fine. We'll make it work. All right, here we go. Now, some of us already watered because it was still had dead crops in it. And we are almost out of energy. All right, let's just go ahead and sacrifice our cheese. We're going to need the energy, so... because we have a lot more watering to do down here and up above. And we're going to water the dirt where we haven't tilled. That makes perfect sense. All right. Let's go ahead and do this up here. Now, if I was going to redo this, I'd probably move it so we don't have to run through the crops up here. But given what this playthrough was, we're not really master planning anything. Just going with the flow. All right, we are watered in. So let's get our data up here. So we had 13 by 8 was a 104. So 10, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've got 1 eggplant, 1 pumpkin, 1 yam. It gets us 13. So we need to knock that down to 11. Which means we need 88 cranberries. Okay, so 8 eggplant, 8 pumpkin, 8 yam, 88 cranberries. We already have the 8 pumpkin. We're good there. We'll get this seed in somewhere because it's not... actually, we probably should build another sprinkler for it because I don't want to put it in with these. Let's see if we have that. Do we have... we need that, we need that, we need that. Alright, and let's just put that... we'll just put it right there. Then we can water in that spot and that spot. That way this will always get water. There we go. Okay. For that one, I almost want to speed grow it, but we might not. All right, let's go to town. Gotta go buy some seeds. Fall foraging. It's half right there. Let's see, fall foraging. We just have to find a mushroom and we're done. So, today, or this last segment, we're most likely going to do a whole lot of not finishing the day and doing some stuff like that just to make sure we get this done. And we could have started doing that earlier, but we chose not to. All right, we need yam, pumpkin, and eggplant. So yam, pumpkin, eggplant. Now cranberry, we need 88. That should do it. Then we'll drop fertilizer on the rare seed, the pumpkin seeds probably. Are yams regrowth? I don't think yams are regrowth. Eggplants are. Oh, we saw 10 grand left. Actually, so we didn't need quite as much because we did buy 16 less cranberries than I thought we were going to. And at 240 a pop, that will add up. All right, so let's do a little bit of pre-planting here. We've got 3 different crops. I'm thinking we might put them at the bottom. Sometimes. Yeah, some of them do. Some of my ex-students pop in. Kyler was in earlier. He's a former student of mine. Okay, so that's not a regrowth. That's a regrowth. That is not. That is. So I'm thinking. If we put those across the top, and then cranberries in the rest, I think that might work. All right, well, first off, let's put this quality fertilizer on that one. All right, so here, let's see. Let's be careful here. With all this tilled up, you can easily get a seed where you don't want it to be. All right, that's our pumpkins. And our yams. Neither one of these have regrowth. They'll just be a one-time, one and done. Eggplant does have regrowth. So we'll put it over here by the corn. It also has regrowth. There we go. Now we can be a little bit more haphazard because cranberry goes everywhere else. And we'll see if I can count. Beautiful. Okay. Now this quality fertilizer, I think we definitely want to put on the pumpkins. They're individually worth more. So we want them to go higher. If we can. We did put it on that one, right? We did. After that, I guess we should put this on the singles. Because I don't think the regrowth, or at least the first crop does, but after that it's not really. All right, now the rest of this, again, we can just kind of splatter about, if you will. You don't need to be really careful. What I'm doing is I'm just holding the right mouse button down. And so everywhere I walk, it'll place stuff. Now it'll place stuff sometimes outside of where you're standing. That's why I was really deliberate when I put the first original seeds in. Because if you do this, you can get seeds or stuff spread everywhere. But like down here, we don't really care. Once we have all the precision stuff done, we can just drop this in. So, all right, I think we got everything. All right, we are planted. Drop that back in there. That's a summer. I do have 4 broccoli seeds if we would want to plant them. I don't think I'm going to bother. Now, we didn't get around to milking the cows today. That's okay. That hazelnut goes there. It's another bundle. We can still go in and get the eggs. Even though everybody in here is sleeping. But we cannot milk the cows. But that's alright. Alright, so the next stage here then is waiting for things to finish like that. I'm pretty sure we need a resin. Hey, Invictus. They will sometimes. I like the swimming ducks. I think it's adorable. Alright, we really shouldn't need the watering can anymore. We'll drop that off. Okay. I think outside of we got some farm cleanup to do and things like that, I think we are set. So, pomegranate and apple, need those to hit. We do have our wine. We'll take that in tomorrow. Here's what I think we're going to do. I think we're mostly going to wake up. We'll get our cheese and our eggs. We'll check on the animals. We'll make sure everything looks okay. We might do a couple little things, but then we're probably going to go right back to sleep. First thing first, tomorrow we will take everything we have into the community center. And we'll get that up and running as well. All right, let's go ahead and... Did we sell anything? I don't even know if we sold anything. Let's sell a cheese, just so we can say we sold something tonight. Alright, we're not going to take a break. Let's just cycle this day. So we might only take a break every 2 or 3 days, depending on how long we spend on each one. Alright, it's supposed to rain today, which will keep the animals inside. Means we can check in on them pretty easily. Alright, beautiful and sunny tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Okay, the apple tree got bigger. I'm pretty sure that got bigger, so we are good. I was a little nervous because it didn't look like it was wanting to grow. We got a new chick. We've got a void chicken. Alright, let's go over to... Where is our donation tracker? Who is up? 88 billion, I believe, is up. It's 88 billion or Yoshi. Who's in the chat? Yoshi's in the chat. Yoshi, you want to be a void chicken? Are you doing the meet everybody quest type of thing? Like when you first start a save or something different? Well, welcome to the family. If it's a new save, if you go to your social tab and you scroll down, whoever you haven't talked to should have little question marks by their name. I should tell you who it is. Alright, welcome little Yoshi G. Yeah, because, and you've played enough that you know the pictures, but if you can't figure out, if you find him and can't figure out who it is, let me know, and we'll help you decipher. But I'm sure you'll get it. But yeah, if you're just doing that first intro quest, I don't even think it shows their name. I think it just shows question marks because you haven't met them yet, and then you can narrow it down from there. Oh, look at our little weed farm. I keep calling it a weed farm. It's a fiber farm. That's probably getting me in less trouble. Okay, so we collected our stuff. we're going to get this stuff processing. And actually, we should check. What's it take to make some mayonnaise machines? Wood, stone, earth crystal, and copper. Have I sold off all my copper? Nope. Wood, stone, earth crystal. Alright, if we put that one there. Penny has a green X. Dang. What does that mean? Green X. Is it like over here? The green X? Oh yeah, it could be a gift. I don't know if it's next to her name or check mark or whatever. Yeah, if the X is over here, this means you've talked to him. This means you've given him a gift. If it's over here, I'm not sure. Where can we put this? If I put it there, you can't walk through there. I don't like that. Well, it's there right now. Yep, we are in our last segment here. We're gonna probably start speed running here because we're just now waiting for things. So we're gonna make a trip in. Oop, let's get our milk going. We're gonna make a trip into the community center, drop off everything we have, then we'll do an evaluation and we'll know what we need to look for. And we should be good to go at that point. We're just kind of waiting for things to finish or brew or find a truffle or all kinds of just different things. All right, so we have wine, mushrooms, hazelnuts. All right, we need to find a common mushroom as well. So let's take the long way to the community center. See if we can maybe get lucky, get some foraging. Okay, still nothing we want there. Actually, we're going to take the really long way because I'm going to pop down. We're going to pop down to the secret woods. All right, Victus. Lurk away, my friend. Alright, so what we're going to do is check the secret woods. I think it tends to have really good mushroom spawns. Never mind, right there. That's what we want. Alright, that's our 2. So that one... This is not... This is not... Right. Those 2 are fall foraging, so that's complete. And those 3 go to other bundles. Okay. Now we won't take the long way to the community center. Unless we see something we want. Hey, the special orders board. Yeah, we're skipping it. We know what it is. And we're probably not going to sign up for any of them. Alright, do we have actually... Oh, the walleye. Do we have our fishing pole with us? Crap. Okay, we need to actually... After we do this... The walleye... Okay, the walleye is noon, 12 p.m. to 2. Oh, is that... River Lake... Yeah, noon to 2 a.m. Okay, we need to go catch the walleye in the rain. Is there any other rain fish? Tiger trout, no. Okay. We're definitely going to want to do that. Alright, chef's bundle, no. Dye bundle, we're waiting. That's a winter. A pomegranate, we have the tree. Alright, fall foraging, let's go get that knocked out. Is that the only other thing we have to drop off? It is, and then we will go try to get the walleye. What a surprise. Seeds. Alright. All we have left is winter foraging. Which you can get, I think, all but one of those in the mines. We need... Drop that. Seeds. Drop that. Cheese. Carry some of that with us. I had some roast beef sandwiches, is what I had. It was yummy. Yeah, so rivers for tiger trout and river lake for the walleye. Tiger trout ends at 7, so we might be able to pull that off. I'm wondering, should we... Nah, I say, should we go get our better pole, but let's just go fishing. So can we pull both of these from... the cinder sap lake? Looks like yes on the walleye. Yep, looks good. Alright, let's just head down there, see if we can pull this off with our current fishing pole. Was Pam? Pam was being elusive. Alright, let's see if we can pull both of these fish. Right here, right in that little nub. That's what we're going for. I can see one peeking out right there. It was underneath that algae. I can see it. Ooh, get in the groove, get in the groove. Chasing, I'm chasing too bad. And we caught a catfish. Good for money. Not really what we're looking for our bundles. Come on, fishy. Get in my hook. Knocking out the catfish. Shad. Shad sounds sad. All right, well, the last thing we're saving money for now then is we have our deluxe barn, we have our deluxe coop, we have our pig. We have the all of our crops planted, so we shouldn't need to buy any more of those. It's the vault now. We need 42.5. So we're about 25% there. Starting off, so we should be able to knock that money out pretty quickly. All things considered. Alright, there's the tiger trout. One down, one to go. Now we need the walleye. Then we'll just need the sandfish, which is easy once we get the vault done. We just have to get to the desert. Sandfish is an easy catch. We just need access. Or an extremely lucky traveling cart. Or I guess theoretically a trash can, but I don't think they throw that one away. Alright, I'm going to check something real quick before I get too far. Make sure my timing is right. Yeah, it says 12 p.m., which should be noon. Bong Ho, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I mean, it's part of the night fishing bundle. It says 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. 12 p.m. should be noon, but I wonder if that's a miscalculation. I don't know. We need money anyway. Let's just fish. We're already breaking our own rule of get in and out of the day quick. We gotta push this forward. We gotta get to winter in this stream. We gotta get through the whole season. About level 40, if I remember right. If you're looking for the iron. Yarick is amazing. He kicked it for generosity today, for sure. I appreciate it. Hope everybody else does. Come here, little walleye. Yeah, there does get to a point where if your tools are too low level, it just takes you longer to do everything. So yeah, it's... Oh, for sure. It is going to be really hard for me to sleep early. But we need to get this done this stream, so we will do what we need to do. Bring you to level 2 in mining, or there's our walleye. Okay. We got the walleye. We got the tiger trout. That's the last two fish outside of the sandfish. So that is essentially done. We've got the mushroom and the hazelnut. Actually, we already turned those in. So I can check that off my list. Done, 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 and done. We did the construction bundle. That's done. Alright, that's going to be done. That's 2 more bundles done. Alright, we need fall crops. This one's actually done. Truffle, or the artisan. Did we get the artisan done? I think we did, didn't we? Let's see. Pantry. Yeah, the only thing we have left is fall crops. So artisan is done. Alright, we need fall crops, winter foraging, the vault, and sandfish. And then we got to start digging through what we're missing for the bulletin board. Alright, we got the resin, we got the wine, we got the purple mushroom. Oh, did we give the chub? Bulletin board, field research. Yeah, we got the chub. That's just the nautilus shell. The dye bundle, we knocked a bunch of that out as well. Yeah, I have everything but the duck feather. Chef's bundle, we just need an egg and a truffle. Okay, so here is our list. We need a truffle, fried egg, a duck feather, a nautilus shell, 3 apples, a rabbit's foot, a pomegranate, a sandfish, eggplant, pumpkin, yam, and money. That's our complete list. Oh, crystal fruit, snow yam, and crocus. That's our complete list. All right. Let's go ahead and keep fishing till our energy's gone. We'll bank some money, at least until our crops start to hit. Yes, we are in fall. Correct. Day 1 or day 2 of fall. We just level fishing? That's level 10, boys and girls. We can be a pirate now. I don't know how good of a fisherman we are if we cast it right into the ground. Not sure what that says about our level 10-ness. You guys are rocking it. A bit. It happened the way I figured it would. About local time for me, about 3 in the afternoon, 2, 3 in the afternoon, maybe a little closer to 4, somewhere in that range. I was feeling that, and I knew it would happen. It's happened before. Once I got through that, then I'm pretty okay. Although once I quit playing and just stop, I'll probably crash pretty hard, pretty quickly. Let's see, we're 25 hours on stream. I was up before that though, so. But 25 hours. I think we can get this by... We can get it by 12? That would be 28. I think we could get it done by 28. And that would actually be the whole Saturday. 12 to 12 for me, anyway. Your time zone may vary. We found a lost book, and it disappeared. It's magical. Magic lost book. Go get it. Get that treasure chest. Well, I'm glad we kept fishing because we've actually mastered a skill in 24 hours as well. It's the only one I think we're going to hit level 10 on. But actually, that's pretty even. 6, 7, 8, and 8. We ran a pretty even setup. All things being equal. Alright, we're getting a little bit of buffering here. Yeah, I'm buffering a little bit too. Might be on my side a little bit. Or YouTube's just freaking out. One or the other. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, it's jumping all over the map right now. Cool. Okay. Yeah, the connection to YouTube was a little funky there for a second. Still a little bit erratic, but hopefully it calms itself down. Alright, we'll fish out our energy, but we're not going to eat. We'll go ahead and head home, sort all of our fish. Get them sold. Bing. All right. Let's run home. 10 o'clock. All right, let's see. Tiger trout. So let's take that one and that one. Sell that, sell it. Sell it, keep it, keep it. Sell, sell. That'll get sold. Keep it. Sell it, just sell it. Keep it. Catfish, sold. Shad, sold. Keep that. Keep those two. Probably keep that mushroom. We'll sell that. Yeah, she pops in every once in a while. Briefly. I think her schedule's keeping her pretty busy. Right, walleye and tiger trout. No, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. A little bit of another hiccup. Hopefully it clears itself up. Nice. Okay, so we'll take care of that tomorrow. I say we're in good shape. We will take a quick break. And then I think we'll chicken rave as soon as we get back. We're just going to run our normal ad breaks here. Fish worth 50% more. Nah, we'll take the treasures. All right, another 10 grand. All right, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Let's check in. We'll figure out what needs to happen, if anything. Cow's retreat. Yeah, we're probably not going to do that. Okay, so one thing we do want to make sure we do is make the animals happy, because we want them to drop product. And happy animals will help us out in that regard. The pig is just baby still, so he can't do anything. I guess it's technically a she since we named our piggy Lisa. The most important animal we have right now. Alright, rabbits are dropping wool. So now what we're doing is we're chasing duck feathers and rabbit's feet in that particular area. All right. We'll make some cloth. This is all basically taking care of itself. All we have to do is harvest when things come up. This is where we miss our iridium scythe. Speaking of scythe, I'm going to go ahead and kind of clean some grass away from our work area here. Yep, you are the most important because the truffle is one of the last things that we're going to need. So you got the place of honor as the lone piggy of the group. Pressure nozzles. You can get pressure nozzles for sprinklers. They can be dropped in the mines. But also you will find them or you can buy them in the walnut room from the Quee Golden Walnut Quest stuff. You can buy a set of 4 for like 20 Quee gems, something like that, if you want the pressure nozzles. All right, we're going to run into town here. We are going to drop our fish off. Check a couple more bundles off the list. Actually, we're just a sandfish away from completing the fish tank. So night fishing walleye. And a river fishing tiger trout. Well, you have to get to the Ginger Island. And so to do that, you have to complete Joja, or you have to complete the community center. And then after that, it's a matter of how fast can you find the walnuts? Because you have to find 100 to get into the walnut room. Or do you have the money to buy them? Which would be, if you turn in the 1 for the quest, that would be 1,290,000 to buy all 129 remaining walnuts. So those are kind of your options. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Like, literally, this is going to be our days. We're going to push through these days pretty quick. We want to let the animals eat grass, keep them happy. We don't want to go too fast. Like, we don't want to just wake up and go right back to bed, because I don't think that our animals will do very well that way. So we do need to come outside and do something. We'll pet the animals, we'll process the food, we'll check the crops. Oh, that sounds like an amazing night for you. Oh yeah, the casino you can get pretty early. If you know, if you you have to get beets. As long as you can get access to beets, it doesn't take too long to get the casino open. All right, I think that's enough. Get everything we need here. All right. I think this will be our indicator. Once we process our food. That's amazing. That sounds cool. Now, obviously, we're not going to take breaks on every single day at this point. These days are going to go by too fast, so. So basically, we're just going to try to get a bunch of money. Now, a lot of that will come when our crops pop in. We got wool and cloth. Cloth sells actually pretty well. Alright, animals. Alright, so I believe the pig takes 10 days. And we bought him like on the last or second to last day. So let's figure by the 9th or 10th. Lisa here will be ready to start truffling. The rabbits and ducks, on the other hand, there's a lot going on there. So we want to make sure we get daily pets in on them. And then also daily luck makes a huge difference on whether you get the rabbit's foot in the feather. So all right, I think we need to set up our bar different. Let's put that there, that there. All right, stuff's a cooking. Hey, ancient fruit. And we leveled something. All right, 7 days, we'll have wine. This appears to be encroaching a little bit, so we'll clear that out. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Anything else we want to make wine? Spiceberry wine? Let's try that. All right. I think by about 10-ish, we should start to see these things popping. Yeah, so the grass will naturally spread every night a little bit. So yeah, if you have a bunch of it, it will self-reinforce. You can see the difference. Like barn animals eat grass twice as fast as coop animals. So you can see where they have, you know, munched down on the grass. But I like to keep fields if I can. All right. That's the processing for today. Time to hit the sack. Took about 5 minutes, so 5 minutes a day. Iridium sprinklers. Can make 5 grand a day. What's that put us at? About 25? 29. Well, we need about 13,000. I did forget to rave. You are 100% correct. Well, we can't be having that. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, because we're just kind of waiting stuff out, let me collect our stuff, and then we'll fire up the rave, and I'll just let the game run in the background. Because we want the time to run, so. Oh, look at that, a void egg. So we'll tend to our animals here. And then we'll start the rave. Get your emojis warmed up, my friends. All right. Let's see. Turn that one on. Here we go. Fire up. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some aerobics going. Spam them if you got them, my friends. Here we go. Blue chickens. Gold chickens. Arr, mateys. We be raving. We got corn stuck on the screen. All right, let's kick up the pace. Here we go. All right, cowpokes. Let's get on over to the Wild West. Yeehaw, bluegrass boy. Play it, Sam. Rock and roll. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, support, and everything that you do for the channel. We do appreciate that. All right. Few things we need to do here. Let's get our... Let's get our stuff done here. And then it is Friday. Better than Ringo, huh? Alright, before we call it a day, we do want to make sure we make a rundown. Okay, so Victus, you can see here, like we cut this straight path, you can see how the grass is spreading back into the path, right? So that's why you want some grass, because it will self-populate a little bit. Okay, we are going to come down and check the traveling cart on Fridays and Sundays. because we might get lucky. Truffle oil. I don't think we need truffle oil anymore. So close. Let's double check, but I don't think we need the oil component. I think we just need the truffle. We're getting close. We're down to about 8 items. So we need a truffle and egg. We need a feather. We need a shell. We need a rabbit's foot and a pomegranate. We need apples. And then we need fall crops and winter foraging and 1 fish and some money. But we don't need truffle oil. We need the truffle itself. Unfortunately, so close, traveling cart lady. So close. We almost had a match. Would have made my 16,000 gold pig worthless. All right, home again, home again. All right, off to sleep we go. When we wake, we will never know. Oh, we got a owl statue somewhere. We can go looking for. YouTube thinks you're a bot. Wow, Victus's watch history must be bizarre. Well, that's a one place to put the statue, I guess. Alright, we'll put it over here for whatever reason. Alright, look at that. We got our first crops coming in. We've got eggplants. So that was one of the first ones we need for our fall crop bundle. Here we go. Say hello to all the animals. Say hello to the cow. Hello, cow. Hello, piggy. Still a baby. I think we got to all the critters. Alright, so now we're just on feather and feet. Feet and feathers, that's what we're after. Feet and feathers. It sounds worse for the rabbit than it does for the duck. Yep, it is a... Yeah, we had the witch fly over and drop an egg for us. So that's the only reason we have it. We didn't go looking for it. I wonder if our... Well, the question is, is it actually its foot or some kind of magical thing? All right, that's full. Yeah, I'll be somewhere in the grass. There you go, Yoshi. Hey, Victus, we appreciate you, my friend. Have a wonderful one. Have a wonderful night, Victus. We appreciate you. Come on, stuff. Actually, we might be able to speed this up a little bit. If we basically go to bed, let that process overnight. And then we can just swap it each day. That might work better. Good humor. That's good for us. Alright, critters. Take care, Victus. Oh. We got a rabbit's foot. Alright, that's actually... The rabbit's foot's usually the harder one to get, so... I think. I usually have more trouble with it. So now we just have to wait for the duck feathers to drop. Alright, one worry down. Pomegranate worry to go. Any more eggs? I believe so. Sold. Alright, one more component. We got the rabbit's foot. Alright, let's roll. What's next? You just keep ticking off 3, 4, 5,000 a day. Ooh, very happy. That's good. That's good. Alright, still no duck feather. And the piggy is fully grown. Alright, so now we can start keeping our eye open for truffles. And hope. Wink. Come on, piggy. Get your truffle on. I ain't gonna find any in that grass. Walk over here. Come over here in the dirt. You can do it, Piggy. I agree. There you go, buddy. How about that? Does that help you? We'll give you a better chance. Find that truffle. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. Ignore the rabbit. Oh crap, we should pay attention. We have cranberries. Oh, how I miss my iridium scythe. This actually will probably be enough. Tomorrow we can go in and unlock the vaults. Which means we can go get our sandfish and finish the aquarium. And then we'll just be waiting on foraging and trees and some other things, but that should be enough. Oh, it's blackberry season. Man, we're completely missing out. Okay, buddy, what are you doing? You don't want to be down here. Find that truffle. You can do it. Alright. Let's sell some cranberries. I ba-binged something. Blackberry jam. Well, unless the piggy found a truffle last night, no truffles today. Congrats, congrats. Alright, I don't see a truffle. No truffle and no feather. That's two of the things we're looking for. Truffles and feathers. We got the foot. So we don't need feathers and feet. We need truffles and feathers. Now, unfortunately today, the piggy's out of commission. No truffle hunting in the rain. Hoarding in games does sometimes have its advantages, for sure. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell our stuff. And let's head to the community center. We'll drop these off. Alyssa, how you doing? Hope you're having a great game day. Or game week as it is. Tends to be this time. We are almost 26 hours in. 25 hours, 48 minutes, and 37 seconds to be precise. We'll probably hit... I don't think we'll hit 30. I think 28 probably. I don't think we'll hit much above 28. We're on the last stretch, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to finish the community center. All this is done. We just need these crops. All that is done. We just need those forageables. All that is done. We just need that fish, which we're about to get probably tomorrow. This is just money. We're about to buy that right now. And each of these is just missing like one item that we're waiting for. Waiting for an animal to drop it, or like we're about to do that one right now. So we're close. We're pretty close. Actually, I don't think... Is it fall crops here? Yep. Alright, that one's in. So I think probably a couple more hours. And we'll probably knock this out. But yeah, we started at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Friday night. And then have gone straight through until now. Alright, let's knock this one out. 2,500... 25,000, 5,000, 10,000. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, we'll probably just do the campfire. We'll probably just do the campfire, I'm thinking. Congrats! Congrats, Jamie. Alright. That's our second Junimo star. And then tomorrow that'll unlock the desert. And when the desert's unlocked, we can go catch that fish. That'll unlock the fish tank. Woohoo! Jump, jump, Junimo, jump. Yeah, you can cook on the cookout kit. Wherever it is. I never hardly ever use it. There we go. Wood, fiber, and coal. Yeah, Yerk's been up a lot. Crystal, good to see you again. How you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, so basically what you can do, you need wood, fiber, and coal. Let's see, do I have an extra egg right now? I don't know if I do or not. Now, we'll do it tomorrow when I have an egg. Probably. Yep, I did. It's right there. I forgot to drop that off as well. Or do I need that one? No. Yes. No. I can't remember. Fall crops. Yeah, we forgot to drop the rabbit's foot off. Alright, well, so we don't lose it, let's put it back in here. Alright, that needs to go back. These we don't need. This we should probably put somewhere. We'll put it right there. That's a good spot. We got chocolate cake. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We have a crystallarium. Oh, what should we put in it? What haven't we sold? I had a diamond, we could put a diamond in it. Alright, well the classic thing is to always put my jade in the crystallarium, so we'll do that out of tradition. Just to make us feel good. What do we got here? Quality fertilizer. Alright. Tonight the bus gets fixed. And we'll hit the desert. Do we have our fishing pole with us? We do. With the desert, we'll catch our sandfish. We'll build a cookout kit. And we will cook an egg. go, Junimos! Gotta love the Junimos. All right. What do we got today? Good humor. Come on. Come on, Feather. Come on, Feather. We got an egg. Alright, no Feather today. Come on, Truffle Pig. You can do it. We have faith in you. You're our favorite Truffle Pig. Alright. So we want to keep an egg. What do we have for eggs? Alright, well there's no small ones, so we'll just keep that one. So yeah, we have not upgraded our house. So we need wood, fiber, and coal. Make the cookout kit. Now, once you place this down, it will stay there all day. So you can use it all day if you want to. But it just opens up your cooking menu. There we go. We now have a fried egg. Which one does it go to? Chefs, probably. There we go. Now we're just waiting for the pig. Waiting for the pig to perform. And we're also waiting for Pam to get to the bus. That needs to happen. Come on, piggy. There's an apple. I would have preferred a pomegranate. That would have been great, but got our first apple. We need 2 more. Well, our apple tree's growing though, so. Alright. Toss the apple in there as well. Alright, let's go ahead and go find Linus's basket for him. Just because we're being neighborly. Congrats on the spring bundle. That's awesome, Jamie. Alright. Oh, there's Pam. Yeah, get angry. You're still not faster than me. Here we go to the desert. Now, we would be remiss if we didn't at least go out and say hi to Sandy. I know that we don't need to. It has no bearing on this playthrough, but... Does nobody come out here? Hey, you just like a new farm that Emily wrote to me about. She does drink a lot. Alright. We're not buying anything. Wink, 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 wink. A warp totem. Alright, so the only reason we came out here, or one of the reasons, we need to unlock the thing, of course, but... Hey, Yarix, thank you again so much for all of your generosity tonight and today and yesterday and through the whole deal. We do appreciate it. Have a wonderful night. Alright, there's our sandfish. Told you it would be quick. It wouldn't take long to get that fish. There's a scorpion carp out there as well, but we're not going for perfection, so we don't care. Alright, let's go back, check on the pig. See if he bothered to pick up a truffle. Or dig up a truffle, I guess. Alright, let's try this again. We need that, and we need that. I see a truffle. There it is. Good piggy. Good piggy, good piggy, good piggy, good piggy. Alright, there's our truffle. Alright, we're waiting on a feather, a pomegranate, and apples. I believe. Let's go turn this stuff in. See where it takes us. And then we'll go give Linus his basket, because I don't care how big of a hurry we're in, we're not going to deny Linus his basket. What kind of monster are you? Alright, let's dig through all of these. There is the fried egg. There is the truffle. Kabam. First bulletin board bundle complete. And we got cake. We need the feather. We need the shell. Demetrius will sometimes email or mail that to you, but we're not really that good of friends. Oh, we need a pomegranate. And we need the apples. And there goes the fish. And that's a complete. Complete. It's our third completion. We're happy to help. It's not our house after all. Now you can pull these fish out of here. The catfish, the sunfish, and the snail. And you can put other fish in. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so we're waiting on pumpkins and yams. And winter foraging, I think. Which means we might just have to power through to winter. If we're not going to go looking for those in the mine. Which we probably won't. Also, the nautilus shell is a winter... winter forageable on the beach. So we can get that on the beach in the winter. We just gotta hope we get pomegranates and apples. Alright. Let's go find Linus. The man deserves his basket. Where are you at, buddy? I have your basket. Don't be hiding. Alright, let's go check the spa. Thank you. This means a lot to me. Well, you're welcome, buddy. All right. Ticking them off. I don't mean making people mad either. Fish is done. Eggplant is in place. Maybe get over here. Chef's bundle is done. We need a duck feather, a nautilus shell, 3 apples, and a pomegranate. And then the fall forage or winter forage and fall crops. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total items, but really 4 categories. Alright, now that we don't really need the truffle, I'm less concerned about how fast we power through days. Because the rabbit will spawn... the duck will spawn immediately. The feather, it won't be like we're sitting around waiting for it to happen. Look at that, we got ancient fruit wine. Let's see, where is... Guess we'll keep one of those and one of those. Food. All right. Just ticking away 5,000-6,000 a night. Ooh, very displeased is not a good. Alright, we have yams. We have ancient fruit. We have spiceberry wine. Sell. Alright, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that needs to go to the community center. Alright, have a good... I don't know what to call it. Enjoy. How about that? Well, the rabbits are rocking, the ducks are struggling. Ah, they're at a full heart. Rabbits are actually popping up quicker, though. You're a long way from home. I'm gonna say our weed farm is growing there. All right. All right, we have our yam. We just need our pumpkins. We'll sell the eggplant. All right, we're just going to store that until we get the pumpkins. All right. Let's go ahead and take a bit of a stretch break. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. While we were on break, Alyssa, thank you for the $5 donation. We do appreciate it. Every bit helps, right? Waiting for the water, man. See, I still live in the desert and it's still hot here. I love hot chocolate, but I don't think I could drink it right now. All right, duckies. Come on, ducks. You can do it. Oh, you left an egg. All summer? Oh. Oh, the pig's been busy. The pig is now a truffle machine. And we're just trying to get a duck feather to drop. Alright, so it is Friday. So we'll go visit the traveling cart and hope. Maybe we'll just get lucky and get a duck feather there. Our own ducks betray us. And we might have missed a cow. Sold, sold, sold. Alright, don't have room for the egg. Alright, traveling cart lady. A bunch of apples, a pomegranate, a duck feather. What else do we need? Any of the winter forageables. Duck egg. Ooh. I don't think we're going to get there, but we'll grab that because... Yeah, like I said, I just keep mine in a spreadsheet. I just pull all the info off the wiki. That's my version that we're working off of. Well, we got the duck egg. Now we grabbed the caviar. I don't think we're going to continue the save. You need that for the missing bundle, which I had hoped to get to. I really did. But yeah, it's just a listing of all the information for the bundles in a spreadsheet. All right. Well, we'll throw this in here. We're waiting on our trees. All right. Off to bed we go. Oh, that's cool. All right, cranberries. We'll do that first. Doop doop. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Come on, duck feather. Duck, duck, duck. We are yet again denied that which would that which we most crave. Is that the right turn of phrase? Did I miss an egg? Alright. We'll pop back in. I blame the chickens. I blame the chickens. They were trying to hide the eggs from me. All right, let's go again. Something babinged. Got some achievement. Monoculture. Let's ship 300 of one item, basically. It's gonna be cranberries. We've been shipping a lot of cranberries. All right, that is the fall foraging or fall crop bundle done. Hello, ducks. No duck feather. Denied yet again. Nasty hobbitses. Right, well. Here we go. Maple syrup, pine tar. Nighty night. Maple syrup, corn on the cob, corn on the cob. Stardew Valley Fair's happening tomorrow. Yeah, we might not go. We're on a mission. Hello, ducks. Hello, chickens. Hello, rabbits. All right, here we go again. Mayo. Alright, let's let them relax. Let's go ahead and take that and that. Take this over to the old community center. Finish up another bundle and room, I believe. Should finish the room, and then we need to just skirt our way to winter. Hoping that we get apples, pomegranates, and duck feathers along the way. Oh my. Bundle complete. And we have a bee house. Go Junimos! So many wonderful bundles. Thank you, thank you. Yep, kitchen and the pantry is done. Alright, we can't do that until winter. Feather, winter, pomegranate, apple. Feather, winter, pomegranate, apple. How about that? Kitty, how you doing? All right, feather, winter, pomegranate, and apple. And we have a greenhouse. And the raccoon has to run away. I'm doing great. Yeah, it can take a while to wake up. I get that. Yeah, I think it hides in the feather. Feather, feather, feather. All right. That's another bundle done. The way I interpret it is, yeah, he is in the old wreck of the greenhouse, and then when you let him out, he moves into the tree down in Cindersap, and then when he moves into that, there's a whole raccoon quest thing that you can do. Once you do that. That's my interpretation. I think that's how it works. All right. Missed. Carl. I like Carl. That works. All right, well, another thing down, and we have apple tree. All right, so the apples tree, let's actually, we need 2 more apples. So let's go ahead and sleep. We'll get our second apple. Then we're waiting on the pomegranate tree. But we'll have our 3 apples. Now the pomegranate tree isn't going to hit till right at the end of fall. All right. There we go. We have our 3 apples. Whoop it, whoop it, whoop it, whoop it. All right, come on, cave bats. It's time for you to hook us up. There's another apple, but no pomegranate. Got an orange, an apricot, and an apple, but they couldn't give us a pomegranate. Silly bats. We are disappointed in you, bats. We really thought you had our back. Alright, let's sort some stuff out here. Alright, we got 3 apples that can go into... Nope. Alright, let's see. Can sell that apple. Plum, orange, apricot, cheese, blackberry. Alright, those both need to go. Anything else heading this way? Nope. Let's go! Run, little man, run! Go get your bundle on. Run, 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 run. Left turn. Right turn. Left, right. All right. Don't know that there's anything in here. I think this is just the winter foraging now. Yep. We got 11 more days. We can get to that one. Hey, we got a heater. Yeah, fishing can be rough for sure. Alright, pomegranate and a nautilus shell. So basically the winter foraging and the nautilus shell are all winter. The pomegranate we're not going to get probably till one of the last days of... That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool to be able to swap it out. have some kind of a, it has to start over or, you know, work its way back up or something like that. But oh, the last day of, by the time we planted the tree, it's going to be the last of fall before we get any fruit off of it. So we're just going to be speed racing through some days here. We'll check our critters, check our crops, and then we shall go back to bed and do it again. It depends on when you place the tree. So the way the fruit trees work is it takes 28 days for the fruit tree to bear fruit, but it will only bear fruit in season. So ideally, you want to put the tree down a season before you want it to actually give you fruit. So for instance, an apple tree is a fall tree. If you put it down on the first day of fall, it would spend the entire fall growing and you wouldn't ever get apples from it till next year. If you put it down on the first day of summer, it'll spend all summer growing and then it'll make apples every day through fall. So they bear fruit only in season, but they take a full 28 days to grow. So since I put the pomegranate tree down at the end of summer, it's going to take 28 days for it to grow. It'll be the end of fall before it actually can do anything. Yeah, the tree can. Yeah, but it won't make apples until fall. Because it's not in season. Yeah, any tree, any fruit tree can put down, can be planted in any season. So yeah, you can plant any tree in any season, but it takes 28 days to grow, but it won't make fruit unless it's in the season it's assigned to, if you will. Well, and that's only outside. In the greenhouse, they'll make fruit all year round. So yeah, if you get them in the greenhouse, then you're fine. Which bundle? Guess I don't understand the question. We're just waiting. Waiting for two things. Pomegranate, shell, and winter. Basically, we're waiting for winter. All the bundles inside of the greenhouse one, yeah. You don't have to finish the whole community center. Just the pantry. Once you get everything in the pantry done, then it unlocks the greenhouse. No worries. Happy to help. Correct. Yep. Absolutely, Tammy. Yep. Every bundle in each room unlocks the... So the pantry unlocks the greenhouse. The crafts room unlocks the bridge. The The fish tank unlocks the glittering boulder. The vault unlocks the bus. Bloop. 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 Bloop, 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 bloop. All right. Pomegranate and winter. Is that the crop fairy? Are we getting a visit from the crop fairy? The bridge is unlocked. Where is it? Where is it? By the crafts room. So all the foraging bundles in the crafts room will unlock the quarry. Unfortunately, the crop fair is a little late because we already did that. I like the crop fairy though. Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. Some people like the crop fairy, others don't. Oh, jeez. Has your water been boiling the whole time? Oh, look, feathers everywhere now. No, absolutely. Feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer anything I can. No worries. Oh, okay. What do we got? Milk. Milk. And milk. Be careful how I phrase this, but I sometimes wish I didn't know as much as I actually do. If that makes sense. Another day. No pomegranate. But I don't truly fully mean that. It's nice being able to remember some of that stuff. Here we go again. Boom, boom. Yeah, trees are expensive. The saplings are really expensive. I think most all of them are like 4,000 to 6,000. I think there might be a couple that are maybe cheaper, but I had to chase down the cow to milk it. A drive-by milking, if you will. It's actually kind of pretty. I like the fall weeds, if you will. Quietly just making a bunch of money here. Alright, well, I suppose we could harvest this stuff. Did the cat go crazy? He's losing his mind. Alright, so I'm going to come down to the pomegranate. Oh, and I haven't been checking the traveling cart. I probably should be doing that. Oh well. Sorry. We completely didn't even bother with the traveling cart that week. Could have been a pomegranate on it. Chase him and milk him. Come here, cow. Alright, what is it? 22nd. I think if we can get to winter 1, I think we'll be done. I think that's going to be the breaking point. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, potatoes are 6 days if I remember right. I don't remember on beans off the top of my head. What? Yeah, sometimes you have to prioritize or get them in at a certain time for sure. So I completely understand that for sure. Been there many times. 23rd. Let's go to the 24th. $22,000. Pomegranate's getting bigger. You can do it, little guy. Grow. Grow like the wind. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Welcome back, Hunter. How you doing? Oh, we lost a cow. Oh. Back with hot chocolate. Styling. Boink, boink. All right, another day. Give us another day. All right, that's the raccoon quest, I do believe. Good humor. Gotta get your chores done. Bark, bark, bark. Quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. "25th, okay. It's gotta be any day now. Oh, there's our sweet Jimberry. Yeah, we're just gonna stick that in there so I don't lose it. All right. "26th or 27th, maybe. I don't know when I put that tree in. Oh, it wasn't the 26th. Quack. Quack, quack. Boink, boink. Egg. 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 Lisa, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. There's our pomegranate. All right, let's do our chores and we'll get to the community center. Okay, another rabbit's foot. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Spirit's Eve? Oh, that's right. We might not be able to go, huh? You might be right, Yoshi. I don't think we're going to be able to go today. Which is fine. It doesn't have to be today. We can go tomorrow. Here we go. Alright, sold. Goes to the community center. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're 100% right. I don't think we can go into town, which means we can't go to the community center. You are correct. Well, we're not going to Spirit's Eve. We're done with the events. We'll still click on the full moon, though. Don't want to miss that. Alright, last day of fall. Alright. Our last harvest on. Or all this goes to waste. Eat cranberries. Yeah, I knew it's like we put it in as an emergency, and honestly we quit. I knew it was there and we've been power rushing through the days, so I haven't been checking the traveling car. I haven't been checking the cave. There's a chance we could have got one randomly, but there we go. Our last harvest of probably this save, honestly. It's probably about it for this one. Yeah, I should have planted a lot of days earlier. Even the apple tree we didn't plant till halfway through summer. I do like winter. I enjoy winter as well. All right, everybody, enjoy your last day of outside freedom, because you're about to get locked in your coops and barns. I agree, Kitty. I agree. All right. Are we ready for winter? All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. All right, welcome back. Yoshi, you think I'm that well prepared? I have a heater, and it's in neither the barn nor the coop. And we'll probably have to wait till Wednesday to buy one. Let's see, I think we do have one, though. Yeah, Marnie won't let us shop today. Alright, so we'll give the coop the heater, because they're much smaller and they'll get colder faster. Cows don't need a heater. They're tough. See if they're grumpy. Think they're grumpy? Not grumpy yet. They'll get there. Yeah, it was an oversight for sure. But truthfully, this save isn't going to go much longer than this in its grand play, if you will. All right. The last step in our grand... Holy cow. It's completely closed off. We've been just ignoring it. Yep. I don't think this one will run much beyond what we've done today. A little bit, just a little bit. All right, there's the snow yam. We need the crocus and the crystal fruit. And we need a nautilus shell. However many days it takes us to find those will be how much time we have left in this playthrough. But if we make it to Wednesday, I guess the first we'll be able to get to Marnie. We will absolutely buy the cows a heater. You know, we unlocked the glittering boulder and have yet to get our pan. I need the crocus. I need the crystal fruit. There's the crocus. And the nautilus shell. So I need a snow yam, crocus, crystal fruit, and nautilus shell. And then we already have our pomegranate that we need to stick in there. Nah, I think I'm going to start a new series tonight, Dread. What do you think? Let's kick off another one. Alright, so this is just going to be luck of the draw. We'll come down to the beach and hope we get a nautilus shell. We might not get it on the first day. Why stop? Alright, well, we're not going to be done today. See if we can find the crystal fruit. And then I think we have like 5 beach totems, warp totems. We might just start using those every day. If we can get the crystal fruit, then we've got everything else. Except for the nautilus shell. Kyler, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Yeah, we've got a snow yam. Oh, did you enjoy it? Yeah, we've got this, the snow yam, the crocus. We need a pomegranate. And now we need a crystal fruit. Yeah, we got lucky and grabbed one in Cinder Sap. Yeah, I've actually completed the community center before winter before. Just because, yeah, you can get most of the stuff in the snow and the ice levels of the mine. Yeah, we haven't bothered to... Oh, nice. The save that I was able to complete it before winter, I got a knotless shell from Demetrius in the mail. That's how I finished it. Well, there you go. We have panned. Linus, you seen any crystal fruit about? There's another snow yam. Come on backwards. Hook us up. Lots of holly, lots of crocus. I'm trying to remember if I've ever gotten it as a gift. Is that your last thing? We just need a nautilus shell and a crystal fruit. I'm not sure. We'll check the cave. I don't think so. I don't remember ever getting it out of the cave. Well, there, we finally get a pomegranate in the cave after we don't need it. Alright, we're sitting on way too much stuff here. Let's see. Oh, do we have much wood do we have? Enough. Let's see. Alright, that's the 3 things we need. Plus, let's see, beach totems. All right, round 2. Round and round and round we go. More crocus. Here, crystal fruit. come out, wherever you are. Whee! He does spawn out here, right? Suppose I could look that up. Winter foraging. Foraging winter seeds, dust sprites. Oh, it can be randomly found in garbage cans. Let's find it. Let's find it in a garbage can. Congrats. The red cabbage is always a good one. Come on, little girl, run. You'll stay warmer. Yeah, it can be a little bit of luck sometimes. Like right now, we're just trying to find a nautilus shell. Yeah, the traveling cart saved me a few times. That would be cool to finish it on the last day. There we go. That was weird. OBS is probably getting tired. What do you think? OBS is like, dude, shut down. Run, little man, run. Lap number 2. How many laps? There it is. Alright, there's the crystal fruit. So let's turn everything in except the nautilus shell. Now we can just warp to the beach over and over again to try to find that one. Alright, there we go. Yeah, right? Just sitting right there. Like, here you go. Alright. There's another one. Now we gotta drop off our pomegranate, and then all we need to do is go to the beach and see if we can find ourselves a nautilus shell. Run, little Junimo. You can make it. Ah, we blocked him. All right, that's our last item. We need one Nautilus shell. Haha! Do they get mad like the villagers? They do. They eventually just push through you and take off. All right. Here we go. So basically a Nautilus shell is all we need. There's our bridge. Look at that quarry. Man, that first quarry unlock is so nice. There is so much stuff in there. So much stuff in that first quarry unlock. Hey, Kyler, are you still in the chat? If you're still in the chat, Kyler, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. That was not necessary, but it's very much appreciated. All right, well, we're not monsters, except we have to wait for Marnie to open. We'll go get the... Yeah, let's see, let's put that there. We will go get the cow's heater. There's our Nautilus shell. All right, that's it. That's our last item right there. We are done. 27 hours, 23 minutes, and 42 seconds. Not officially yet because we haven't dropped it off. I think if I would have started skipping days earlier, we could have got done quicker. Really, the last month we didn't have a whole lot to do. Probably the next half hour or so, I would guess, Hunter. At this point, there's not really much left for us to do. We don't have time to start chasing the missing bundle or anything like that. Hey, Kyler, yeah, thank you so much, man. That was very, very kind. Never, well, what's the right word I'm looking for? All right, come on, 9 o'clock. Yeah, never expected, but always appreciated, my friend. Yeah, I'm thinking probably, yeah, we'll probably be done in about a half an hour. By the time we get all this wrapped up and figure everything out and celebrate. There we go, Marty. Open up. Do you have the book yet? You don't have the book yet. Oh no, it's not year 2 yet. Still only year 1. All right. Yeah, we'll probably get, well, it's 30 likes. We got to get another rave in. But we got to go with the community center finish. We'll have to sleep. We have to do the celebration. Community center celebration. So, yeah, there's a few things left. Oh, it's the cat. I'm like, what's out there? All right, you guys grumpy yet? Joe looks fine. Really happy. Fine. They're starting to deteriorate, I think, a little bit. Because of the lack of a heater. Alright, here you go. That should keep you warm. Got one little space heater in the entire building. Alright, let's head to... Oh, it's Krobus, or the other shadow guy. I forgot about this. Oh, look, there's another crystal fruit. Well, that's cool. Did they recognize it as Stardew Valley, or? All right, let's get the... We'll get this done. Bah! Eep! Well, that's probably a good thing, I'm gonna submit. All right, are we ready? There we go. 27, 28, 11 officially. Look at all the happy cubes. Now, is it the next day that you have to return for the... Isn't there like a celebration or a cutscene, I think? Can't remember. Yeah, I think there's a... It might be too early as well. Nope, there it is. We just had to go back. Oh, you can pop these balloons if you've never done it. You can actually pop these. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but... You can pop them. Gus and Pam hanging out. Emily and Robin. I'm not sure how you did it, Decon. I don't know either, buddy. But the community center has never looked better. You've done Pelican Town a great service. Everyone in town is pleased. Well, not everybody. As a way of saying thank you, I'd like to present you with the town's greatest honor, the Stardew Hero Award. Bum bum! You received a Stardew Hero Award trophy. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, you can do some of the bundles in the community center and then finish it in as Joja. I don't know exactly how it works. I've never done it, but it is possible, yeah. Yeah, the soda machine is cool. Sales have just plummeted. Where have all my customers gone? Ah, Morris. Muhahaha. Why? All my customers here. This isn't good. How does it feel? Let's be reasonable. Let's sell this the old-fashioned way. It's of no consequence. I'll just run a 75% off sale and all my customers will come crawling back to me, begging for forgiveness. You'll see. Not this time. Yeah, at least that's my understanding as well. Remember when I first moved to Pelican Town, this building was active and vibrant. We worked together to make the town a better place. There was a real sense of community. George, you always used to do the crossword puzzles while sipping coffee in the community kitchen, remember? Ah, the good old days. Emily, you wove that custom banner for the Stardew Valley Fair. Remember you working on that for years. It was a lot of fun. Willie! Remember when your little crab experiment got out of hand? Which one? That I do. We showed up one morning and the place was crawling with them. But Gus saved the day with a brilliant idea. A crab leg feast for the entire valley. I still dream of that garlic butter. Our community is what makes Pelican Town special. When JojaMart came to town, we lost sight of that. But now, thanks to Decon, we have a second chance. I'm asking you to join me in boycotting JojaMart. We have the power to reclaim our old way of life. Oh, the fight's pretty good, yeah. The fight's pretty funny. I get upset though. I just fixed the community center and he blew a hole through the roof. I've lived here for too long to see the town go to ruin. You can count me in. I'm done for. Hey, Gunther's out and about. It's good to see Gunther. Hey, Hunter, I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you so much. Cronies were never heard from again. All right, we have a Christmassy holiday community center. Done and done. Done and dialed. All right. Let's go ahead and you do get free fish if you want them. There we go. There's the broken down Joja. All right, I don't think there's anything else that's. I mean, there's a Willie's cutscene in the boat and stuff like that that's tied to this. Now that it's done, but he might send us a mail. I can't remember. All right, I've been talking about your generosity. Well, that's good. Well, there we go. So a one-day build, if you will. It got a little messy, real ragged at the end, as we just tried to wrap everything up. But we are complete. All right, let's check where we ended up donation-wise. We did pretty amazing. I'm happy, happy, happy. Let's see. Reload, reload. I can feel the difference. I can feel myself forgetting things or not doing things the way I probably would have or should have. It definitely has an impact for sure. All right, Kyler, you giant nerd. Did you have... So Kyler brought us up to 1100 even. We started at like 300, 380, something like that. So thank you guys so much. That is huge. We had a great game day, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it and had some fun. We are, again, 27 hours and 37 minutes. Not too bad for a single playthrough. Now, I will say we are not very well set up for the next stage of the game. We started to cut corners, so like for instance, we probably, yeah, we don't quite have enough hardwood. We made 0 skull cavern runs. There's a lot of things that we didn't do that would be useful for later, but it has been a long one. It's been fun though. It's been absolutely a riot. All right. Well, with that being said, let's see. I feel like Jennifer, Nathan, and Noah, thank you guys for the donation. We appreciate it as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to cover. I think we hit on everything. You know, obviously, again, there's lots of quests, there's things, but the goal was... yeah, no kidding. But yeah, we got done what we were trying to get done. That's what's for. So let's go ahead and... Oh, yeah, where are we going to put the trophy? I usually stick it, like, right here. Here's the crazy part. We never upgraded our house. We're still in the same little house. All right, let's see if anything triggers when we sleep. I don't think it will. I think we've got everything. We might have a will email here. Let's see. George Chowder. Oh, you know what happened? Check this out. I think we just got a whole bunch of mail. Yeah, see, we probably had 1 heart of friendship at the most with people, and we got a whole bunch of friendship by completing the community center. That's pretty funny. Oh, no worries, Nancy, no worries. Lurk away, not a problem. Not a problem at all. But yeah, so we dumped a whole bunch of friendship right there, because I think that's from completing the bulletin board. We got a whole bunch of friendship with a lot of people. We should be back on Oscar Sunday night. That's the plan. We've got Krobus. Krobus is next on the list of people who we need to get fired up, or we need to bring into our house and then kick out. Krobus is a little bit different. We don't get married to Krobus. You take him in as a roommate, and then you can kick him out, but it doesn't cost any money. But my understanding is the mechanic is the same. He won't talk to you or won't make you friends with you anymore or something like that. So we've got Krobus, and we still have to go back and do Elliot's 14 heart cutscene. And then we have to do the memory erasing. We'll mess around with some memory erasing. We might, I don't know, we might erase Krobus's memory because I like Krobus. I don't want him to be mad at us. Okay, with that being said, I think this is going to do it for us for tonight. Thank you for everybody who hung out with us at all different times. Yeah, he's a great babysitter, right? Gotta like Krobus. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves wrapped up here. We're down to 55. Let's see, do we have any let's see if anybody... Oh, I will. Thank you, thank you. Should we raid Cozy Cow? Let's raid Cozy Cow. Hold on, this is all messed up. Delete that. Refresh over here. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Yeah, it looks like Cozy Cow. Let me get Cozy Cow set up. But we did hit 30 likes. So while I'm setting up the... There we go. While I'm setting up the redirect, the raid, let's go ahead and spam some emojis. We'll do our last rave of the night. Let them rip, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there we go. All right, Emily, let's hear what Emily's dance has to say. Mateys, let me see your best pirate emojis. All right, here we go. Pick up that pace. Yeehaw! All right, Sam, get that banjo playing. All right, all right, all right. For the last time tonight, today, and over the last however many hours, rock and roll. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being a huge positive influence in so many people's lives. And thank you for showing that gaming can do so much good for so many people, no matter what their circumstances may be. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Go watch, play, or create something great. Be a part of a gaming community, whatever capacity makes the most sense for you. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our gaming community. It means a ton. I will catch you all later. Take care, everybody.